Hello students, in the last video we saw how to calculate arithmetic mean for individual series. In this video we will see how to calculate arithmetic mean for discrete series. Okay, so just like the individual series, I took one question and I'll solve the same question by direct method, by shortcut method and by step deviation method. Okay, so let's start. So this is a question wherein the weekly wage earning of 20 workers are given. Okay, so these are the wages 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and the number of workers are also given. So let's start with direct method. Okay, so if you remember the way we did in for individual series, what we used to do, sum of all observations divided by number of observations. In this question what we need to do is, first we'll make the chart and we'll note down the wages. Okay, the wages are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes or no? These are x values. This is x value and this is f, frequency. Okay, so we will note down the wages here, the frequency, that is the number of workers. Now what we will do, we'll find out fx. Why fx? Because the wages is 10 and the number of worker is 6. Okay, so 10 workers are getting 6 workers are getting 10 rupees each, so the value will be 60. 10 into 6 is 60. You got it? 6 workers are getting 10 rupees, 4 workers are getting 20 rupees, so it will be 80. Yes or no? 2 workers are getting 30, so it is 60. 3 workers are getting 40, so it is 120. 5 workers are getting 50, so it will be 250. Yes or no? So the total, if we do it, will get 570. We need to sum up sum of all observations. Yes or no? So we need to add fx, all the fx values, and we will get sigma fx. Okay, and we need to find out the f value also. The sum of all the f values, we will get sigma f. It will be 20. Okay, we will get 20. So once we get the fx value and x value, we will find out mean. Okay, how to find out mean? The formula for the direct method will be sigma fx divided by sigma f. Okay, so 570 divided by 20 will be 28.50. Is it clear? This is how we do it by direct method for discrete series. Okay, so now let's move on to shortcut method. So the same question we will do it by shortcut method. Similarly, we will draw one more chart. In this case, we will draw one more column, that is deviation. If you remember, we did the same in case of individual series. We found out the deviations. Okay, so here also we need to find out the deviations. We will write the wages, that is x values here. Okay, the number of workers, that is the frequency, and since this shortcut method is also known as assumed mean method, so we will assume the central most value as the mean. Okay, so a is equal to 30. 30 is the central most value. Okay, so a is 30. We have assumed a as 30. Okay, so now we will find out deviations. How to find out deviations? We will deduct x value minus assumed value. Okay, so 10 minus 30 will be minus 20. Yes or no? Okay, 20 minus 30 is minus 10. 30 minus 30 is 0. 40 minus 30 is 10. 50 minus 30 is 20. Okay, now we need to find out fd. Okay, f into d. So which is the f value? This one, number of worker. Frequency is this one, and d value is, that is the deviation value, is this one. We need to multiply it. Okay, so 6 into 20 is minus 120. 4 into minus 10 is minus 40. 2 into 0 is 0. 3 into 10 is 30. 5 into 20 is 100. Now if we find out the sum of all this, we will find 30, that too negative. Okay, negative 30. we need to find out the frequency, the sum of all the frequencies. We will get sigma f. If you total it, you will get 20. Okay, now how to find out mean by this method? The formula is assumed mean plus sigma fd divided by sigma f. Okay, so what is the assumed mean? 30, yes or no? Plus sigma fd is minus 30 by f is 20. Okay, so if you calculate this, you will get 1.50, and since here it is minus, so it will be 30 minus 1.50, so you will get 28.50. I hope it is clear. Now we will do the same question by step deviation method. Okay, now in step deviation method, what we will do, we will find out one more column to simplify the sum. What we will find out? We will find out common factor. Okay, I'll show you how to do it. First you will write the wages column as you used to do in earlier cases, then number of workers, that is the frequency, then we need to find out deviation, then d dash, and then we need to multiply f and d dash. Okay, so after writing these two columns, you will find out deviations, just like you found out in shortcut method. Okay, so the deviation here will be, this is the assumed mean, so 10 minus 30 is minus 20, 20 minus 30 is minus 10, 30 minus 30 is 0, 40 minus 30 is 10, 50 minus 30 is 20. Okay, now we need to find out d dash. So how to find out d dash? We find out d dash so as to simplify the sum. Okay, to get rid of the large values. So how can we get rid of these zeros? We have 0 common in all the values, yes or no? Now we need to get rid of these values. How to get rid of? We will get rid of only by dividing by it by 10. Okay, so this 20 we will get rid of the 0 by dividing it by 10. Only then we will get rid of this 0, yes or no? So the common factor here is 0. If I am giving you one more example, if the case was 2000, 3000, 4000, so there are three zeros in common, yes or no? So in that case the common factor would be 1000, and we will divide it by 1000. Okay, I hope it is clear. So in this case the common factor is 10. The common factor is 10. So now we will divide these values by 10. Okay, so if we divide minus 20 by 10, we will get minus 2. Here we will get minus 1. 0 divided by 10 is 0. 10 divided by 10 is 1. 20 divided by 10 is 2. Clear? Now we need to multiply this value f and d dash. Okay, 6 into minus 2, it will be minus 12. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. 2 into 0 is 0. 3 into 1 is 3, and 5 into 2 is 10. Now we need to find out the sum of fd dash. Okay, if we find the sum, we will get minus 3. Okay, we will get minus 3. Also we need to find out the sum of the frequency. Okay, if we add these numbers, we will get 20. So this will be sigma f. Clear? Now we will find out the mean. So what is the formula for mean by using step deviation method? It is assumed mean plus sigma fd dash by n into c. This value, assumed mean plus this value divided by this value into c, that is the common factor. Okay, so the assumed mean was 30, sigma fd dash is minus 3, okay, by 20 into the common factor is 10. Okay, so if you calculate this, you will get 1.50 and the value will be negative. So 30 minus 1.50, you will get 28.10. I hope it is clear. In the next video, we will see how to calculate arithmetic mean for continuous series. Thank you.